so we ended up in downward dog here. We were walking the dog, and we're going to work our way into Surya A, our sun salutes A. So what we want to do here is we're going to first come down into child's pose. So we're going to come down onto our knees and turn the feet so the top of the feet are down. Push the hips back towards the feet, arms outstretched. We still keep the palms pressed down towards the floor. The arms engaged so the arms are lifted up off the mat. The forehead is resting on the mat and we're drawing the hips down towards the feet. Now this is child's pose. It's a great resting pose anytime you need to catch your breath. If this is too much on the knees, you can push the hips up a little bit more and not come down quite as deep. So just find what's comfortable for you here, okay? So spend a few breaths here. The knees can be together or the knees can be apart, and with the big toes brought together. Then we're going to walk the fingers about an inch more forward towards the front of the mat. We're going to push up onto all fours, tuck the toes under, and draw the hips up one more time, coming into downward dog. So we're drawing the hips up and back. We can have a slight bend in the knees, as I always mention, as you're warming up the hamstrings especially. And then we're going to bend the knees deep, keep the glutes up, and then we're going to walk both feet up, either towards the hands or in between the hands. Feet can be up to hip width apart. And keep a slight bend in our knees. And inhale, lengthen the torso and come on up to standing. Bring the arms up over the head, hands together, and gaze up through the fingers and bring the hands to heart center. And release the hands down by your sides. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. We always take the arms up out to the sides. And exhale, forward fold, tip at the hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the palms. And we're going to walk both feet back. And we're going to come into a plank here. So we're going to hold this for a moment. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Feet are hip width apart. And we really want to focus on engaging all parts of our core here. So the thighs are engaged, the abs are engaged, the glutes are engaged. Without the body moving, we feel like we're drawing the heels towards the back of the mat. And without moving the body, we feel like we're drawing the backs of the thighs up towards the ceiling. We want to inhale, shift forward, slightly on the toes. You can either be down on your knees and lower the body down towards the mat. And then lift up just into cobra. Hands by your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows tucked in towards your ribs. Thighs are engaged, and just pressing the belly down towards the mat. We're going to tuck the toes, push up onto the knees, and draw the hips up to the sky, downward dog. So again, if you need to have the knees bent, you may. And that is our sun salute A. So we're going to do this a few more times. Bend the knees deep, draw the glutes up, walk or jump the feet up in between the hands. Keep a slight bend in our knees, lengthen the spine. Inhale, come on up to standing. Gaze up through the thumbs. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. And release the hands down by the side. So we're moving one breath per movement. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms. Walk or jump the feet back into plank. Hold it here for a few breaths. Hands underneath the shoulders, thighs engaged, abs engaged. Inhale, shift forward slightly. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower the body down towards the mat. Rest it on the mat again. Engage the belly. Press the belly down and towards the mat. Thighs engaged. Little back bend here in cobra. So when we're in cobra here, the hands are just here, not really for support. If you were to lift the hands up off the mat, the body shouldn't move. Keep the eyes a couple inches in front of you on the mat. Tuck the toes, push up onto the knees, draw the hips up, downward dog. We'll just do this one more time, one more sun salute. Bend the knees, keep the glutes up, And walk or jump the feet up. In between the hands, slight bend in our knees. Inhale, lengthen the spine, come on up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And release. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Plant the palms, walk or jump the feet back into plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Chaturanga. Inhaling cobra. Tuck the toes. You can either push up onto the knees or go straight into downward dog here. Draw the hips up. And that's where we're going to stop today for our Sun Salute A. Just a little workshop on Sun Salute A. Tomorrow we will do a little workshop on Sun Salute B, and then we will combine it all, add that back into our flow. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.